What can
All
you say?
right, we're done. There's nothing else we can do.
Superman wins.
You guys come in there. Please comment and fight against him. I can't help you because
Don't.
Dr. Manhattan's an idiot.
Hey.
He also, the other problem is that Dr. Manhattan's God realized he's having a problem that his wife has wrinkled skin. Like, that's not God realized. That's like, that's Greek God realized. Like,
Yes.
shoot, I need a new chick.
That's little
F
G.
that.
Little G.
So,
Okay, Big G created everything. Little G messes stuff up. That's where he is.
so write in, fight against them, come up with some other solutions.
Hey, welcome back, Fortress of Solitude. Now, a while back, I sat over here, good friend, we were talking about Doomsday Clock, talking about Superman versus Dr. Manhattan, and I pretty much thought, you know what, that should be it in a nutshell and we can move on. No, I was not right, I was incorrect. Every once in a while you get a little insomnia, start surfing the internet, and I'm looking at these theories and I'm looking at this stuff. There was one guy who had something, he said he didn't believe anyone in the DC universe could beat Dr. Manhattan. He's saying, I don't even know if the Source, the Presence, I don't know if they could, I don't know if they could beat Dr. Manhattan. And this is where I was just shaking my head. It's like, okay. See, these guys, and it's unfortunate because a lot of guys, they have read a lot of Marvel comics, haven't read a lot of DC comics, don't have that particular balance. And this guy, self-admittedly, said that he had not had a lot of reading in terms of DC comics. And, again, I'm scratching my head. It's like, why would you think that Dr. Manhattan is that powerful? And then I'm realizing, because it's all internet stuff. All right, it's all internet stuff. Let's go back. If you read Watchmen 1 through 12, Dr. Manhattan displayed certain abilities. Okay, one, he was able to perceive the entire timeline that he was a part of. Any part of the timeline that he was not a part of, he couldn't see that. Two, Dr. Manhattan was able to affect molecules. He had the ability to affect molecules in just about any imagination that he wanted. And three, Dr. Manhattan could disintegrate people. Now, we saw him grow to a really large size, and then we saw him disintegrate someone, and we saw him with the time stuff as well. The other things that he's being given, these powers that are being attributed to him, we never saw this in Watchmen. There is one line in Watchmen where he says, I'm going to leave this particular universe. I'm going to go to someplace else. Who knows? Maybe I'll create some life. I guess that was the one line, that line right there where everybody decided, hey, he can alter reality. He was never shown to have this ability in Watchmen. Ever. If he could have altered reality, then there was no need to disintegrate Rorschach at the end of the book. So that's one thing. But somehow he became this guy. He's unbeatable. He can do anything that he wants. And I'm still, when did this happen? Let's say that that's the truth, okay? Dr. Manhattan can go and he can manipulate anything with the DC universe that he wants. Oh my God, what are the DC universe heroes going to do? They've never faced anybody like this before, except they did. It was called Crisis on Infinite Earths, where they had someone who was destroying whole universes. Made it so that the multiverse itself was in jeopardy. He was called the Anti-Monitor, and somehow the heroes were able to defeat him. That hero was Superman. He actually ended up punching him, and that was pretty much the end of it at the end of the day. Even though it's a 12-issue story, well, Petey says it should have been 6. But hey, we won't argue with the classic storyline at the end of the day. So when I think about these, and again, I think about these instances, and I ask myself again, who would win in a fight? Superman or Dr. Manhattan? Again, I keep asking, why does everybody lean towards Dr. Manhattan? It's the reading, okay? And I used to be like this myself. Somebody asked me once, hey, who would win in a fight, Superman or the Silver Surfer? And I thought about it, and I said, yeah, I guess the Silver Surfer. He's got all these different abilities, and, Superman. And I'm a Superman fan. It took some other guy pulling me by the ear. He's like, why would you think that the Silver Surfer would win? And I was like, well, look at all the stuff he could do. And he listed, this is a guy who had just read more than me. I said, Silver Surfer could do this. He's like, Superman's beat that already. But Silver Surfer is so fast. Well, look right over here. Superman bursts the bonds of infinity. Yeah, but Silver Surfer could just draw the energy out of him. It's like, yeah, somebody tried to do that before, and Superman knocked them out before they could finish it, or he was still able to complete the job. So once I got informed with a lot of the reading, it became, what is it that Dr. Manhattan is going to bring to the table that Superman is not going to be able to effectively counter and defeat? Now, again, somebody said, well, he'll disintegrate him. Superman has survived disintegration. He'll wipe him from reality. People, Dr. Manhattan tried to wipe him from reality already. If we're reading the story correctly, they tried to already wipe Superman from reality recently. It was less than about a year ago in Superman Reborn, and they couldn't do it. And this was at Dr. Manhattan's, this was Dr. Manhattan doing it, supposedly, and he wasn't able to do it. Not only was he not able to do it, but Superman ended up altering reality himself once he put everything back together. So again, I ask, what is he going to do? Disintegration is pretty big on the top of the list. That's not going to work. He's going to try to wipe him from reality? Well, I guess that's not going to work. And then it becomes, all right, so this guy can do anything, but you also have a character like Superman that he's not going to be able to affect. Why is that? Why is he not going to be able to beat Superman? Why at the end of the day, Superman's just probably going to punch him and that'll be the end of it, which is historically how Superman defeats these big guys. Superman fights the embodiment of death. How does he beat him? He punches him. Okay, it'll be some guy who's trillions of times more powerful. What happens? Superman finally decides the fight has gone on too long and he decks him out. Why? Okay, well, again, we get back into the symbolism and the origins of the character. Superman represents, at the end of the day, heroism. And heroism, okay, is supported by uncut, unfettered good. Okay, Superman, his greatest power is not his heat vision or his strength. His greatest power is that he's good. And in the DC universe, in heroes versus villains, good always beats evil. Now, Dr. Manhattan may not have come across as to anyone as evil. He may just be this careless, antipathetic anti-hero, for lack of a better term. But against Superman, he's not good. He's messing around with the universe. That good that Superman represents is how he beats everything. Okay, it's symbolic of the good nature of people, of what he learned from his parents, the Kents. Okay, of the goodness of his Kryptonian parents, his Kryptonian parents, who sent him hoping, okay, that he would find his way and that good things would be out there for him in the universe, because Krypton was no longer going to be a place that would be able to sustain them or nurture him at the end of the day. So when I look at the whole thing between the two of them, the best thing that Superman always has on his side is the fact that he is good. And good is always going to triumph over any of these guys. Guys who are like Dr. Manhattan, who are just screwing around with the entire universe because they're bored. Okay, or Lex Luthor, who has no legitimate reason, okay, or Imperiex, any of these particular people who come over and decide that they want to come and do these things to the universe. So he can just try to disintegrate him. He can try to wipe him from reality, which he's already tried to do and it didn't work. And he's going to try to do a whole bunch of other things. But these things normally don't take, because at the end of the day, Superman is good. Okay? And that's the foundation of the DC universe, the foundation of reality. We believe that good triumphs over evil. And messing around with an entire universe and stealing 10 years of time is not good. Hence why Superman takes it. But the philosophy aside, there is nothing that Dr. Manhattan could actually throw at Superman that he has not survived, surpassed, or beaten before. And that's why the conversation tends to go off the racks, because guys start trying to pull stuff out of their arse and say, well, this could happen. Literally, within 80 years, Superman has survived it all. Okay? The best example would just be from a year ago, where they tried to wipe him from reality and they couldn't do it. All right? He didn't stop them with his heat vision. He stopped them because his will was so strong that they couldn't erase him. All right? He was able to hold on long enough so he could empower his son to get him the energy he needed, and then he altered reality. So again, for somebody like me who's read a lot, I keep thinking on this. I look at this, but then I look at the internet. The internet is, oh God, it's like a library of half-written books. It really is. And you know the dudes did it, because guys don't like to read. Nice shiny cover, couple of pages in there, not even a back cover. And then people keep repeating it. Go out, go forth, be informed. We got Doomsday Clock number 8 coming up, and we're going to definitely be reviewing that. But look for that battle between Superman and Dr. Manhattan. And if I'm wrong, I'll eat my hat. See you next time.